Moving on, Turkey, Saudi Arabia and Pakistan have signed a major trilateral pact, ensuring each other's security amid complex and evolving threats in West Asia region. But the agreement has neither stopped the contest between Iran and the US in Hormuz, nor it has helped with the new theatre of war drawn between Saudi-backed Yemeni government and Iran-supported Houthi rebels in Yemen. With Houthi strikes killing over 60 people in two separate attacks on eastern Yemen, and subsequent Yemeni government operation against Houthi targets, the pact seems to have no influence when it comes to de-escalation. Within hours of being signed, the Iranian officials said, and the clerics along with them, they mocked the agreement, promising that the roar of Iran's missiles would soon reach its signatories. Ibrahim Rizai, a member of the Iranian parliament's National Security Committee, warned the Saudis, suggesting that a paper agreement with Turkey and Pakistan would not bring them security, just like them nursing Americans brought none. Rizai explicitly asked the signatories to correct their policies instead of begging for security. Now, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi reacted to Mecca Joint Defence Pact, saying that Iran's powerful armed forces showed their readiness, their capability and their might in the face of world's most expensive military. Araghchi also called on wider Muslim world to stay united and self-reliant to tackle those that he termed as malicious outsiders. Known as Mecca Joint Defence Agreement, the pact stems from growing unreliability on the United States and builds on the September 2025 bilateral defence agreement between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia. The officials have described it as defensive, rooted in UN Charter Article 51, open to other friendly states and not a Sunni bloc military access or a nuclear arrangement. It has brought together the three key signatories: Turkey, which fields NATO's second largest military; Saudi Arabia as one of the world's top oil exporters and home to Islam's holiest sites; and Pakistan, the only nuclear-armed Muslim state. The reporting frames it as a response to exposed vulnerabilities and a move towards supplementary security arrangements, rather than full replacement of US stars. However, it does not automatically draw the parties into offensive operations against Iran, nor does it cover other GCC states that have also been targeted. The Mecca Defence Pact highly tends to give mixed signals to Sunni-dominated countries. In Turkey, 88% self-identify as Sunni. In Saudi Arabia, 85% to around 90% of citizens are Sunni, and the figure remains the same for Pakistan. Jordan's 97% of population is Sunni, and Syria has 74% Sunni population. Lastly, Oman is 45% and Iraq is 40% Sunni. Gulf states such as Kuwait, the UAE and Qatar share similar demography. But despite being signed in the holy city of Mecca on Friday, the agreement does not constitute a Sunni NATO. Egypt, which participated in related four-nation security consultations in recent months, it stayed out of the formal mutual defence pact. While intra-Gulf defences, like the one between Saudi and UAE, continues to persist. Other notable Sunni states like Jordan were also absent. However, it remains to be seen whether Iraq, which has been invited to the fold by Riyadh, will join the pact or not. Meanwhile, US is still hopeful about the progress between Iran and Oman that could soon reopen the Strait of Hormuz, potentially restoring oil exports disrupted by the 5-month-old US war with Iran. A US official has said that Washington expects an agreement soon between Iran and Oman, which sits on opposite sides of the strategic waterway, allowing normal oil traffic to resume.